Scari's going to go for a mid-range. And
I think Thule on that one? No. Maybe that was Reinke that they got. Reinke on that one. And we see Sebald back in.
so welcome in, folks. If you're just joining us, not quite sure what was going on there.
We're informed there were some technical issues. Good step under by Reinke. And count it, I bet. Yes. Really good step under by Reinke. And she collects on that.
Eagles lead at 9-5 as of current moment. Not too much going on so far, as we'll get Metcalf back on the floor for Blado, as Reinke will put that one in. Eagles take a 10-5 lead now.
I'm sure everybody in Davies land is thankful that Reinke inherited mom's basketball skills. As we know, that's where the true athletic talent in the family is found. Good interior pass there, good entry pass, and a good look for Staub there to get Blado with the push there. She muscling for position. That's 6 on Cheyenne with 9:37 to go, so Davies going to be in the bonus the rest of the half. That's probably more fouls than what Coach Wingenbach was hoping for at this point.
This one kicks out to Ford. Ford finds Pasanante with a drive.
And I think they're going to get, Blado, that's going to be her third. And that's going to bring Metcalf back. Just, Pasanante is so quick. Nice drive to the basket, and Blado just could not get herself set.
So Pasanante hits her first. Eagles go up by 6. As, like you said, Wolf, Metcalf will come back out onto the floor for Blado after taking her third foul.
And that'll bring us to our first time out of the night.
So Eagles lead at 12-5. We'll take a short ad break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Manufacturing, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not sitting down, doing nothing, just flipping at a couple pieces of wood each day. We are building tomorrow's windows. We all know that each unit that we build makes a difference, not just for the customer, not just for the company, but for each other as well.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
All right, welcome back, folks, here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. Davies Eagles lead the Mustangs 12-5 here about midway through the first half. As we did start pretty late, once again, we do apologize and like to remind you of the doubleheader that is going on tonight. So we got the Eagles and the Mustang boys after this one. As Staub once more wide open
there
three.
She finally cashes in. First three for the Mustangs tonight.
So this one will be taken by Reinke and kicks out to Toole. Ford with a mid-range.
Good position there by Thule. And they're going to get a jump. Good job, good active hands by Fosher there, tying that up. I'm sure Thule is just angry with herself that she had a wide open look. Couldn't convert there, and it's a turnover.
Skeen long pass up to Staub. Finds Seaval, deep three. Just short. Pasanante will find the rebound, and this one gets all the way up to Tashur.
Good job by Keene sensing the trap coming there, dribbling out of that.
Keene finds Staub back.
That's
Or
Seavald.
Seavald, excuse me.
Like that three better than the last one. At least Cheyenne looked to work it as Scary misses on that one. Careful, good recognition by Keene there.
Seavald finds Metcalf on the inside.
Something we'd like to see Cheyenne do a little more of tonight, trying to find that entry pass to a post and see what you can make happen with that. Good spin move by Pasanante, but unable. Oh,
What a block by Metcalf. So this one gets up to Seavald with just a little floater there. Doesn't hit, as Toole will get this one up to Pasanante.
good
and
little
she
Euro
collects
step
one
by
there.
Pasanante. That's going to be a timeout from Davies.
So 14-10 here. Davies leads it now. Wolf, your thoughts so far?
Well, you know, when you talked about, Tristan, that Davies, holds their opponents to 50 points or less, I honestly think Coach Wingenbach would be okay with that if Cheyenne can hold Davies that low. I think he's okay with the low-scoring affair. And that's kind of what we have here the first half. Still 7 to go, but it's only 14-10 as each team has had some good looks but missed some opportunities as well. And so for Cheyenne to find themselves down 4 is all. I think they're happy with that. They're going to want to keep it at this range, see if they can have a chance to maybe tie it up as the first half continues on here. And Davies obviously going to look to try and get this to double digits if at all possible, as we see Fosher put one up there.
Fosher just a little long on that one, as this one goes all the way up. I believe that was Tashur.
Yeah, Tuchscher on that one missed. A lot of bodies hitting the floor right now. I don't know if it's getting a little chippy out there or what, but there's a great post entry, good post move from Cora Metcalf. I think that's the game that's going to, give Cheyenne the best chance to win, as Scary gets down deep with penetration, and you just can't allow that to happen. She's too good of a player to not miss those shots. She's just going to make too many of them, and you can't allow that to happen.
Staub's going to find Fosher here, as she'll look to set something out. Back up to Staub with pressure three.
Collected herself, had her feet under her. Nice three. That's 2 now for Staub. She missed a couple early going. Pasanante hits the floor. And to say
great attempt.
She missed everything. I was wondering if they were going to say that was tip, but the refs say it was clean. Just a spin move in there.
So Staub out, Nickerson back in. Kendra Nickerson, that is. As Seavold looks to...
Nice hesitation move. Turn on the Jets, and she's going to collect a shooting foul from Scary there.
So Seavold hits her first. And she will make her second as well. So the Mustangs go up by 1 now. Going up 17-16, 5:17 left to go in the half. As Tuxure will find Ford, and Ford finds Scary.
Almost a steal there by Seavold. 5 on the shot clock now. I don't know if there's recognition of that. Scary has to get
Scari's
something
gotta
up.
get him off.
They say it was before shot clock expired, and Davies with a timely offensive rebound there. Scary wants to reset things.
Scary tried to take a drive in there and just
Good D
great
by
defense by Keene.
just not biting on all the movement there.
3 from Ford just off the mark, and
Really good
Locke.
putback there by Lockway. Just nobody in rebounding position for Cheyenne.
Seavold kicks out to Nickerson, finds Metcalf on the point. And Nickerson finds
great
Metcalf
find.
on the inside,
And she
just
just-
can't collect. Nickerson wide open 3, hits it.
And I don't know that she probably called that, but
Brooklyn Nickerson, we'll make that clear.
Banks count the same, whether it was called or not, and Cheyenne with the lead again, 2018. Said this is what Cheyenne wanted. If you can get to the end of the first half and keep it tied or even a small lead, that is a huge win for Cheyenne, as Thule's going to spot up and knock it down over Metcalf.
So a 20-20 game now. So we got about 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Seavold trying to set something up here. Trying to collect the screen there, just
Yeah.
missed past. As,
Ooh.
interesting
like
shot
maybe
there off of Ford.
Tuxure or Ford maybe had taken an extra step, maybe not, as Davies trying to turn up the heat here.
Seavold's going to go on a drive here, finds Metcalf on the inside, just a layup collects.
Nice job. If you can break that initial line of the pressure, you can get good looks, and there was a good find to Cora Metcalf.
Scari's going to try and get going here. She finds Ford on the right side, kicks down. And this one is intercepted by Seavold coming the other way. Seavold's got Nickerson on the opposite end.
That
And that's
needed
gonna
to be passed off. You got to recognize that sooner, that you need to get rid of that ball, and Seavold's going to collect a charge on that. That was one that needed to be a pass.
Pasanante's going to try and set something up, get going here as she kicks out.
Oh, yeah,
to
I was going to
Reinke,
say.
and that's going to be
I think Lockway
pretty-
there got the knee out on
pretty-
that screen, and that's what they're going to call illegal screen there. Or a push, something. It knocked Zoe Keene down.
So Keene finds Fosher. Fosher almost finds Metcalf in a great spot there. Fosher goes to Metcalf. Just had to get something off there kind of with the shot
Yeah.
clock, and This one's kicked all the way up to.
Okay, that was an extra step there by Tuchscherer. Just needed that extra step to get her feet aligned and didn't take the dribble with it.
Ooh.
And that's going to be out of bounds there as Staub saw that Metcalf was open, but she hits the side of the backboard, so that's going to be a turnover.
Don't see that too often, huh, Wolf?
Not very often.
Just a little floater to Scary. Scary misses the mark, though. Kendra Neckerson's going to find Zoe Keene here. She'll kick out to Fosher.
A lot of contact out there tonight. And there's a block from. That was.
I believe that was the look.
That was Hansen onto the floor here.
And this one,
that's going
to
be
be
tied
a jump
up.
ball.
Yeah.
They're going to the Eagles, I believe, right?
Yep. It has been physical out on the floor, no doubt of that. And good for Cheyenne. You gotta, you can't get bullied on your home court. Not, you got to match contact. You got to match intensity. Whatever your opponent is going to do. And Davies is a team that works really hard, as we see Scary get to the rim on that one. About 10-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock here. As that one's going to be picked up by Reinke. And that's the 16th foul on Davies. Next one, with only 33 seconds, would put Cheyenne at the line for the bonus.
Definitely not something you need to rush in a sense right now.
Now, there's only a couple seconds difference because of the foul with the shot clock. If I'm Cheyenne down 2, I hold for a last shot here if at all possible, unless something really good presents itself. Still about 10 on the shot clock. Oh, good up and under move by Cora Metcalf, can't convert.
Scary kicks out, wide open three. Drained. Believe that one came off of Gigstad.
Yeah, Gigstad got that one. That one had a great
no
look
one
at
within
one
a country
end.
Mile.
Yeah, had a great look at one end, and then good recognition by Scary kicking it out to Gigstad, and she converts.
So the Eagles lead at 27-22. We'll take a short break and be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
At Touchmark, we really take an input from both the community, our residents, and also our team members.
And there's something for everybody. It runs the gamut. You have the freedom to participate or not, as you choose.
I personally like to play bridge. I like their book club, all the concerts that they have, the music almost every day. We like everything that's here.
And you find it here.
Every day is a different day. It's really about developing programming that is meaningful and beneficial for everyone.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. The Laketown way of life is appealing to so many people.
We've got a thriving school system, coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, and hockey is the hub of our community. We're probably the last place left in Minnesota where hockey is actually free.
The way Marvin supports the town supports Marvin is awesome.
There's opportunities for you, work hard, self-educate. The sky's the limit here at Marvin.
Touchmark is a place where you can really be yourself. It's a complete family atmosphere from the residents to the team members to the community.
There is just such a homey feeling here.
The energy and the positivity, I think, is what's really important. You come in, you feel like you're part of a family, you're building a relationship, you're building friendships.
We feel very blessed to be here at Touchmark.
It's incredibly important to create that family atmosphere, which is what Touchmark really values.
Hi, I'm Nick and I work at Marvin. So my team implements technology in manufacturing, so I quickly became really impressed with manufacturing as a setting for engineering. For an engineer, it's kind of a playground. Here at Marvin, specifically in the signature group like we are in Grafton, it is high volume, high option, meaning you have to make a lot of product, but it's always different. I never expected finding a great job like this kind of out here in a small town. Come work at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Hi, I'm Diana and I work at Marvin. Working in manufacturing, not a lot of sitting, so it just makes your day go by faster. Belonging to Marvin makes me feel stable. 25 years. My kids were little when I started here in Grafton. Now I have a daughter that works here. She was one of the ones that pushed me to become the lead, pushed me to be the person that I am now. And I just see myself retiring here. If you're looking for an awesome place to work, come join me at Marvin.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Hi, I'm Christian and I work at Marvin. My military background is the basis of who I am. I was looking for something to help me be the Marine who wasn't a Marine anymore. Belonging to Marvin feels like I'm part of something. I know that being with Marvin means I'm making a difference in every homeowner's life because the windows, skylights, and doors that I'm helping to build. Come work with me at Marvin. I think you'll enjoy it.
I'm Kyle and I'm a trainer at Marvin. I work on the night shifts because it works with my schedule. When I first started at Marvin, I started in the forklift department. I was there for 3 months and I saw an opportunity for a new position. I've never been at a company that has made me feel like they actually do care about my career and my career development. I've just had jobs in the past and I really feel like this is the first time I'm actually in a career. come join me on the evening shift at Marvin. It's a great team and you'll have a lot of fun.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. I'm Tristan Maroc. Joined alongside me is Dan Wolf. We are about set for second half action here between the Fargo Davies Eagles girls basketball team and your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs girls basketball team here tonight. So, Wolf, what are your kind of thoughts on the first half? Anything?
I thought it was
specific?
a good half for Cheyenne to be hanging here at 5 points. You know, that 3 at the end kind of hurt, but it was in transition, and Cheyenne had a really good chance to tie the game up there right before that. And so to come into halftime only down 5, I think that's a solid effort by Cheyenne. They've gotten some good looks. They played really good defense. Fallon Passanante hasn't really hurt them a ton. Scary a little bit, but they're doing a good job of containing them, and this looks to be kind of a low-scoring type of affair. Cheyenne, for the most part, has done a good job of handling the ball and taking care of the ball in pressure, and that's what they're going to have to continue to do throughout the rest of the game, as well as control the boards when they can. So I thought it was a nice first half for the Mustangs. You put yourself in position. Now, can you finish the job in the second half?
I know one thing you also talked about, Wolf, in the first half was what we mentioned in pregame, kind of Davies really being able to hold their opponents to no more than 50 points a game. And kind of like you talked about, I think that's what the Mustangs can come into this one about.
I think they're okay with that because they're finding a way to also hold Davies down. Now, if you look at the game down at Horace a couple weeks ago, Cheyenne was down, I think, like 27-16 or something like that at half. And then it got away from them in the second half, and that's what you got to be careful of in the second half here against Davies. You got to continue to take care of the ball. You got to continue to find ways to generate offense, get to the rim.
Keep your foot on the gas.
Yeah, you can't play scared or play tentative in the second half because Davies is going to keep coming at you. Tristan, as we look around at the scores in the other action around the state here so far, Shanley leads Red River at halftime 28-27. North and West Fargo have gone to the second half with North leading 30-20. Minot up 36-28 on Bismarck Century, big one out west. Another one, Bismarck Legacy leads Mandan 27-19 in the western part of the state. Those are all either ranked or receiving votes teams out there, so those are big. As that one gets through.
Just a little bit behind Metcalf there, coming off of Fosher. As Fosher is going to try and take a drive here, and that one.
Good job. It forced the blocking call there. I think that was on Thule on that one. Good job by Fosher, kind of angling and not going directly at Thule, and that's going to get her to the line. Good job, good patience by Cheyenne, and good ball movement.
Fosher hits the first one, so she'll put him back to within 4 as of the current moment. Puts him back to within 3. So, pretty close game so far. No one, like you said earlier, no one really going out of hand so far, as that one will just go off to the side of the backboard coming off.
Yeah, that was Tucher kind of attacking Metcalf, and that's probably not an advantage for Davies, but Metcalf is going to pick up a foul there. So both teams quickly with the foul, not even a minute into the second half.
This one finds Scary. Scary almost got inside there. This one kicks out to Tucher and goes to...
There's Passanante. That's what she does best. She knocks down shots when she finds an opening.
So this one just barely finds Metcalf. A little Little pressure being applied there as this one kicks out to Seavold. So Mustangs taking their time to set up some shots here, and
just a little dribble weave action. Nice find down low for Metcalf. Hangs on the rim. She stays with it.
This one kicks all the way out to Keene.
Fresh 30, no need to rush.
Metcalf was going to go for the floater there, as this one's all the way back
nice
the other
job
way.
by
and,
Scary in transition. Just kept pushing, got the inside position, and scores on that one. Catwin Fosher picks up her first. I think these probably first 5 minutes here of the second half, pretty crucial for Cheyenne as this lead has grown to 9. They're going to have to find a way to make sure that they keep this one close for these first 5 minutes or so and settle in. And right now, they've given Davies a little bit of hope as Davies is widening it to 9 early on. Oh, they had Keene on the back door, then they throw it away.
Passanante,
yeah,
with the halt.
I don't know how much longer Coach Wingenbach can go there. Yeah, there it is, the timeout. I was wondering about that. And that's an early one, and that's probably one that you needed to do. Hey fans, North Dakota State University offers a different kind of education. Classroom knowledge comes to life through hands-on experience, which sets students apart and prepares them for successful lives and careers. The best way to learn about NDSU is to take a tour. Schedule yours at ndsu.edu/visit. So, you find yourselves down 11. As I said, pretty crucial these first 5 minutes or so of the half. You don't want this to kind of get away from you, and Cheyenne's going to have to find a way to maybe get some stops defensively. You don't need to get it all back at once. It doesn't have to be shooting threes immediately as you see them. You just need to work and get good looks. See if you can continue to keep Davies on their heels and maybe collect a few fouls. But if you don't do that, if you're not careful, Davies can run off a quick dozen on you, and suddenly that 11 points suddenly becomes 20 or 22, and then you're in deep trouble because that's a team that's just not going to make a lot of mistakes.
So coming off a little bit kind of a run for the Eagles here, as Coach Wingenbach's just going to try and get something going here in the second half. Like you said, don't want it to get out of hand too quickly, as Fosher
hangs on the rim and just drops off. Davies going a little zone action there, just switching things up. That was a really good look. You can't complain about that look. It's Passanante with the hesitation, blocked by Metcalf. Passanante goes down. She's hit the floor a lot tonight. Nickerson in for Cheyenne and Gigstead for Davies.
So this one kicks up and out to Passanante, and she's going to do a little spinorama there and doesn't
right
collect
there.
And gets takeaway there and just finishes it out, as Keene's going to take a moment to set up shop. One thing
oh boy,
that you don't really want to do right now is rush too much.
No. And they didn't have anyone in field or in rebounding position on that one. Not necessarily a terrible look, but no one in a position for a rebound. And there's a great backdoor cut and pass. Backdoor cut by Scary and pass from Passanante. Scary ends up forcing it up, unable to convert. See, and this is what this...
Scary gets around Metcalf there, and wide open three. Maybe a little pressure off of Nickerson there, but
good position there by Fosher. They're going to get, I think that was Gigstead on the foul there. The push, and here comes Staub in for Fosher. So Davies continuing that defensive pressure. Passanante hounding Keene. They're playing tough half court, man-to-man D, and really making Cheyenne stay sharp every time as Seawald can't get the up and under. Not a terrible look.
Scari's going to find Passanante on the low, and intended for Toole, gets it taken away there by Staub. That one just goes a little long there.
This one turning into a little bit of track meet here the second half, as looks like Davies intentionally trying to speed things up, trying to play with some pace and keep things moving here against Cheyenne, see if they can kind of run them off the floor. It's Passanante, good step through. Wow. I think they're going to get Keene on that. Thought it would be hard to get Metcalf. She looked like she had established position, but they said Zoe Keene got the arm. But Passanante just so quick, recognizes well, gets that step through and a good look, and then gets to the line.
She'll collect the first. And Brooklyn Nickerson will come back in for Seawald, and Blado will come in for Metcalf. So 38-24, Davies lead, as Passanante is going to have one more here.
And just like that,
thought that was going to be short for a second from our angle.
Just like that, 5 points becomes a 15-point deficit for Cheyenne in these first 5 minutes. And Davies applying pressure here.
Nickerson's going to go lob pass to Keene.
Oh boy, that's Coach Wingenbach recognized that. Kendra Nickerson had dribbled into the corner, into the danger zone. He takes a quick timeout. We'll do the same. We'll step away. Davies leads Cheyenne 39-24. We'll be right back.
Hi. In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
All right, welcome back, folks. Davies going on a little bit of a run here as they go up 39-24 here, a couple minutes into the second half.
Fortunate there that Staub was in the right spot to collect that one.
Nickerson finds her sister, back to her. And Kendra's going to go up and in.
I think that was even with the right hand on that one. As shot clock was expiring.
Just a shot clock.
So that was nicely done.
Ford's going to try and set something up here, finds Rinke. And
a 3-second violation. Good battle down there defensively between Passanante and Kendra Nickerson. Both jockeying for position, working hard. Oh, and I think we might have some blood there. Or a poke in the eye or something for Kendra. So she's going to come off. Ref stop play, and we get A replacement for her.
I believe Staub in for her.
I guess I was looking
remember
more
right.
to see if I could see what the issue was for Nickerson, so I didn't see who it was in.
That's going to be out.
Fortunate
Davies.
there for Cheyenne that Gigstead knocked that out. Davies has definitely turned up the defensive intensity and pressure here second half. And that's what Keene did so well early on in the game, getting to the basket. Nice drive and finish by Zoe Keene there. That's what Cheyenne needs. Match that intensity, match that effort that Davies is giving here.
Reinke can't get
Taken
around
away.
Seavold. It's Passanante, heavy pressure there.
Good find
Kicks
for a
out
wide
to
open
Staub.
look.
Just off the mark for the three, and the Eagles will come back the other way. Gigstead leading the charge. So this one finds Passanante, and she will kick down low to Scari.
Good finish with the left hand.
So Seavold kicks out to Staub here, and
Blado
tried to go
had
low
really
to
good
Blado.
position, just passes out of her reach. Saved back to Davies.
Ford finds Passanante. Back to her.
Good cut from the other side by
Scari from the paint.
But good job by Brooklyn Nickerson just holding her ground. Wise choice by Keene just to slow this down and see if they can get something set up.
Keene to Nickerson for a three. Just short. This one is kicked over to Passanante with a deep three. Just short. As got a little bit of a track meet going. And that one will come against Reinke, I believe.
No foul on that one. I'm just saying it was tapped out of bounds. I think Seavold couldn't believe there wasn't a foul, but refs didn't see it that way.
Staub attempts a three, just short.
Oh boy.
Wide open three for Reinke, I believe. And
lucky for Cheyenne there, as she was left all alone, couldn't convert, and a long rebound out of bounds.
Seavold tries to go in. That one intercepted by Passanante. She comes the other way. Ooh, pass tipped there by Seavold, and that's going to go out on the Mustangs. As there's going to be a timeout for Cheyenne, as the Eagles take a 41-28 lead here midway through the second. We'll do the same and take a short break. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's a good one.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Hi, I'm Joni and I work at Marvin. So when I first started, my training was very extensive. I was able to advance fairly quickly within Marvin, and it's just a matter of telling people that you're interested and really applying yourself. Belonging to Marvin feels like you're part of something, though it's more than just a job. For me, it's a career, and it's been a really exciting journey for me.
All right, welcome back, folks. Davies Eagles lead the Mustangs here 41-28 in this girls basketball matchup. We got the boys right after this one, as the Eagles have kind of gotten a lot more on the defensive side, some might say, this half.
Yeah, I think just they've dialed up the intensity. They are continuing to work that. They're making Cheyenne work for everything they've got, and they've picked up the pace too in transition, as Reinke can't convert there, but now she gets it down low.
Reinke,
whoa,
oh, around the world. Collects one there, and that one's stolen there by Gigstad.
Good step back by Passanante, but unable to convert. Good take by Staub, but just can't convert.
So one thing, Wolf, you know, like we've talked about maybe taking your time. Do you think that's still the play, or do you think this is kind of the point where you switch and go offense all the way?
At 8 minutes, I think you still have time, but now it's 17, as there's a nice little teardrop by Reinke. You know, you're getting to that point. You want to say by, you know, if you can get it under 10 by about 4 minutes, you still have a chance, but that sense of urgency increases. I think it's more important to get good looks there. There's another nice job by Zoe Keene tonight. I think that's the 4th or 5th time she's attacked the rim and been able to convert. She's finishing there. So you don't have to have those quick threes right away or anything yet. There's certainly no need for it. And Davies, well coached, they're going to burn shot clock. They don't need to force anything, as Passanante is able to entice Cheyenne into a foul.
So 15-point differential now as Passanante goes to the line.
And it's still hard to believe she's only a junior. There's another year for her. Scari's only a junior. You know, Burrian, one of their main players who would be playing, she is a senior, but she is hurt. I don't know if that was a season-ending thing or just she's just on the shelf for right now. But you know, even though they're not old by any stretch, they are very experienced. The players that came back, a lot of them did have a role last year in their state championship. And as a result, they're a quality team. It'll be interesting to see when they and Horace, the #1 team in the East, hook up, I would guess, in the next week or two, just based on how the schedule works. You kind of work through the schedule once and then a second time. So I would think Davies and Horace would be facing off pretty soon. Horace was supposed to play Grand Forks tonight, but I think because of road conditions, Grand Forks did not make the trip down, so that'll have to be rescheduled.
So 7:27 left to go as Seavold misses her second. And this one will be taken the other way by Scari.
Oh, that's too easy for Gigstad. You know, nice job penetrating, but you got to do that. Or it might have been Tuchser or whoever it was. You can't let someone get that kind of penetration and then get that easy of a look off of that. And, you know, Tristan at under 7 minutes and it's 18 points. Now is the time, and they're going to get Metcalf there with the screen. Now's the time you're going to have to pick up pace. You're going to have to start going for some steals if you're Cheyenne. You're going to have to try and probably accept some quick looks at threes if they're open. You don't force anything, but you're going to have to look, and there's a foul by Seavold. And then the next one's going to put Cheyenne or Davies at the line in the bonus the rest of the way. So that's going to work against Cheyenne as well.
Crowd's kind of starting to flood in here for the boys' game. So, like we talked about, going to have a little bit of a later start as Tewksbury.
Scary loses the handle and it ends up, boy, bouncing around, but Davies maintains it. Was still over 10, now 10 on the shot clock. And Coach Matt Veit's going to take a quick timeout there as he didn't like what he was seeing. Now some updates on those scores around the state. Williston leads Jamestown 25-20. North up by 10 with 5 minutes left over West Fargo 43-33. Still no update from the Shanley Red River, where Shanley was leading by 1 at halftime. Minot stretching it out against Bismarck Century 56-36. Probably the surprise of the night, statewide, I guess. Bismarck Legacy, the number 5 team in the state, leading Mandan, the number 2 team in the state, 47-34 with about 9 minutes to go. And Bismarck High is up by 19, almost at the end of that one against Minot North.
So 3 on the shot clock. Guy gets them off here as that one.
There's a shot clock violation.
Hits Pasanante in the nose, I believe, and that was a little bit of a
they had something
there
designed, but when you're up 18, if you know 30 seconds are getting burned every time before you shot, you're okay with a shot clock violation here and there. This is a lot of pressure for Cheyenne to start finding ways to score and score quickly.
Seavold finds Keene.
Another nice job by Zoe Keene's played a really nice game tonight. There she is again on defense. She is all over the place as she recovers to Reinke.
This one's going to get kicked out to Scary. Scary with little pressure there, maybe a little bit of an open.
Fortunate for Cheyenne, you don't want to leave her open either.
This one's going to be taken by Blado now, and Seavold's going to try and get around Scary here as there's a little bit.
They're going to manage to collect a foul on that, so that does help. It stops the clock and gets you the opportunity to score with that clock still. As Seavold's going to go to the line for 2. I think Tewksbury picked up her second on that one. Only the 4th team foul on Davies, so they still have a couple to give. I think Thule's coming back in for Gigstead.
Seavold makes her second.
Still
So
possible.
Pasanante.
If you can get it to under 10 by about 4 minutes, you still got a chance. As Tewksbury bounces around a couple times but doesn't drop.
Just going to start trying to go on the rush here like you talked about.
Good patience by Davies. They know the clock's their friend. No need to rush anything. Still 15 left on the shot clock. They have the opportunity and the luxury of just moving the ball as they see fit. Their Tewksbury is going to spot one up.
This one's collected by Seavold coming back the other way. Metcalf decides to turn herself. Gets out to Seavold. Keene with a deep 3. Just short on that as there's now 4 minutes left to go down.
I think Cheyenne's getting winded out there. They're tired on defense. I think Thule's going to step on the line as she was trying to dribble along the baseline there. And Coach Wingenbach, I think, recognizes the fatigue on his players. He's going to get a quick timeout here with the Mustangs down by 14, 3:48 to go. Stick around. We'll be right back. See how this one ends.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium as we take a look at the upcoming schedule for girls basketball. Next week, Tuesday, they are at home against Grand Forks Central, I believe, and then next week, Friday, they're on the road against Fargo North. As the three attempts from Keene just off the mark.
That was 3/4 of the way down and managed to pop back out of the basket there. And Cheyenne going to go with pressure here, real pressure. That
Toole takes a mid-range, and
they're going to say that went off of Seavold. It's what you want if you're Cheyenne. They got Davies to take a quick shot and not convert, but ends up going off of Seavold, and that's a fresh 30 for Davies. We'll see if they're going to work clock here. Up 17. And I would imagine they will.
Pasanante takes a drive and collects the foul.
Yeah, Metcalf tried to block that one.
You know, and like you talked about earlier, Wolf, if they have to take a shot clock violation here and there, I don't think they mind much.
Not at all. And if this is the player that's getting to the rim, they're way happy with that.
Yeah.
As we're going to see Pasanante make the first one, as we have Kendra Nickerson and Sabrina Staub coming in, some fresh legs, and probably some shooters. Staub has made a few threes here tonight. So you're at that point down 15 and just over 3 to go. You're going to have to start getting quick baskets. It doesn't have to be a 3, but you might as well have 3-point shooters on the floor with you to give yourself that chance. And that's thrown away.
Gets that pass intercepted.
Wow.
By Pasanante.
She is so quick, even with the ball. Just stays ahead of Keene the whole time and converts, and down 18. That might be the dagger right there.
Ooh. So about 2:30 left to go here, the second half, and this one's going to find Toole as she finds, I believe, Scary.
Yep.
On that far side.
Good cut by Pasanante. Sticks with it.
Ooh.
I think she was fouled by Seavold on the ground. That's going to be the bonus. Pasanante, just such a smart player, and then athletic and a good shooter. I mean, she's a full combination, and that, trying to account for her for 36 minutes is a really difficult thing to do. As now Cheyenne's going to go solely quick, solely shooters on the floor, as the bigs, Metcalf, Lado, and Fosher are on the bench. As Scary extends it to 20. Hero of the JV game for Davies is in. Nazra Noor had, I think, 3 or 4 3-pointers at the end, and the game-winning 2-pointer at the buzzer for Davies to pull off the 1-point victory in the JV girls game.
Keene kicks out to Nickerson heavy.
Oh,
Passanante kind of lost a tire there, I think.
Yeah, she couldn't stop. No harm intended, but just, again, that shows you a team like Davies up 20 with 2 minutes to go and still playing hard the whole way. You know, that's the type of thing that won them a state championship last year. And, you know, as a leader, as Scary and Keene were kind of tied up there a little bit. No foul called on it. And now Davies going to certainly let the air out of the ball here. Oh, Scary gets in there.
Taking a drive. And
Staub's going to get Reinke on the putback. And you're right, Tristan, the gym is filling up, which is usually the case anytime the Davies boys get together. So it looks like we're going to have a very nice sized crowd for the boys. Reminder, we will be here to do the second half of the doubleheader. Tristan, you're the techie guy. That'll be a separate stream, correct?
Yep.
So those of you who were watching this one and plan to stick around, this stream will close out and a new stream of the boys game will open up. So you'll just have to do a quick look around on YouTube and you will find it as Noor.
Noor, just a rare missed three off of her coming tonight the way it seems. As like you said, she had about 3 or 4 within the last 2 minutes of the JV game.
She bailed them out, that's for sure.
This one finds Scary, I believe, as she
just
missed
the 3 at the
shot clock buzzer.
Yep. So under a minute there as we see Sebald missing on that one. That's going to be off Passanante, I believe. And Cheyenne just had trouble converting at the basket. You know, there were a couple good looks that they had here in the second half and just unable to convert. And those were baskets that they were converting on early in the game, and that kept them in it in the first half. And, you know, credit Davies with playing really hard, really good defense, great tempo here in the second half, and just kind of pulling away from Cheyenne.
As shot clock's officially off, and if I had to imagine, Cheyenne's going to go for at least one more, as that one comes off of the hand of Sebald. And
that should do it.
That
Coach
should
Wingenbach is pushing them back, and I think Reinke will just dribble it out right there.
So the Davies Eagles come into this one and defeat the Mustangs 58-35 is your final score here from Cheyenne for game number 1 of the doubleheader. Wolf, your thoughts?
Well, you know, Cheyenne played really well in the first half. We talked about it a lot in the second half. Davies just really turned up the tempo. They turned up the heat defensively. Passanante really got going, which she didn't in the first half. And Cheyenne just had trouble converting some of the looks that they had been able to do so in the first half. And as a result, you have a 23-point loss. I think Coach Wingenbach should be pleased with the effort. But as you pointed out before the game, one thing Davies does really well, holds their opponents to under 50 points. Here they held Cheyenne to 35. So Davies a good team. But Cheyenne's going to have to find a way as they're kind of hanging in that fringes of 4, 5, 6 in the EDC. You know, the top 4 from the EDC tournament are the ones that go to state. And they're going to have to find a way to get offensive output consistently and to play complete complementary games. And we see flashes of it at times, and then it goes away just as quickly at times. So still work to be done, but the good news is it's January 17th, not February 17th. So still over a month away to the EDC tournament. and you can always work at getting better.
So just taking a quick peek at the girls' upcoming games once more. Tuesday, January 21st. Next week, Tuesday, they are at home against Grand Forks Central. And then next week, Friday, they go up north to take on the Spartans. So that about does it for the first game. Got anything else to add?
Nope. Looking forward to the boys matchup here, but, good effort from both squads, Davies and Cheyenne in the first one, but Davies just probably a little more talent, a little deeper at this point than what Cheyenne is, and it showed, I think, in the second half especially.
So with that, for everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Murrock.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.